In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to trigger workflows in Attio. We'll begin from the Attio homepage. From here, head into Automations, and then click on Workflows. This is where you build automations that help Attio respond automatically to activity in your workspace. In simple terms, workflows are sets of actions that run when something specific happens, helping you save time and keep your process consistent. Next, click New Workflow. Before choosing anything, it helps to understand what a trigger is. A trigger is the event that starts the workflow. So instead of running automation all the time, Attio waits for a specific change or action, and then launches the workflow when that condition is met. The first trigger option is Record Command. This is useful when you want a workflow to start from a command run on a record. It's a good choice when you want users to intentionally trigger automation rather than relying on an automatic system event. Next is Record Created. As the name suggests, this trigger starts the workflow whenever a new record is added. This is helpful for onboarding, assigning follow-ups, or standardizing actions the moment something enters your system. Then click Record Updated. This trigger runs when an existing record changes. It's ideal for workflows that depend on edits, such as status updates or ownership changes. Now click List Entry Command. This works similarly to a record command, but it applies at the list entry level. It's useful when a user wants to manually launch an automation from within a list context. After that, click List Entry Updated. This trigger starts when a list entry is modified. Use this when changes inside a specific list should activate the workflow. Next, click Record Added to List. This trigger is perfect when the important event is not just the record itself, but the fact that it was added to a particular list. That can be useful for pipeline or segmentation workflows. Then click Attribute Updated. This trigger focuses on changes to a specific field or attribute. It's especially helpful when only one data point matters, like a stage, priority, or owner field. If you want to switch to another trigger, click Change Trigger. This lets you replace the current starting event without rebuilding the workflow from scratch, which makes testing and refining much easier. You'll also see Task Created. This starts the workflow whenever a new task is generated, which can be useful for routing, notifications, or follow-up processes. Next is Manually Run. This option gives you full control by letting you run the workflow on demand. Then there's Recurring Schedule, which runs the workflow automatically on a set timing pattern, great for routine checks or recurring tasks. Finally, click Webhook Received. This trigger starts the workflow when Attio receives data from another system, making it a strong option for integrations and external event-based automation. That's how to trigger workflows in Attio. Thanks for watching, and subscribe for more.